Hello everyone, Zoe is here with another video and another guest. As you know, I'm passionate about helping graduate students and immigrants to get familiar with work industry and job demands in Australia, or those junior ones to get closer to their dream senior roles. Today, I'm going to interview Jocelyn Danam, who is a registered nurse in Sydney, Australia. If you want to know more, hit the subscribe button and watch the video. Hi, Jocelyn. Thank you very much for joining us today and taking your time. To start, can you please tell us a little bit about yourself and your career journey, please?
Yeah, so hi Zoe, thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So my name's Jocelyn, I'm 23. I started my nursing career when I was about 20. I was in uni, so I went to high school, finished high school, and then went to uni to do nursing.
Nice.
So I was in uni for 3 years, but my nursing career sort of took off halfway through uni when I decided to do an assistant nursing role in a hospital.
That's
So I
right.
was doing that for about two and a half years or so before I started until I finished uni, and then I started working full-time as a registered nurse.
How
So I've been
nice.
doing that for the last year and a half now.
That's awesome. That's so good. So to kind of make it a little bit more clear for those who want to go on the path that you've been, what is the process for someone to be a nurse? Like what qualifications and skills are required?
Yeah. So there's various different ways of getting into nursing. There is different types of nursing as well that you can get into, completely up to the individual. The most one that most people tend to do is going to uni to do the 3-year bachelor degree into becoming a registered nurse. That's what I did. So I finished high school, went to uni and did that. But there are other opportunities in the sense where you can go to TAFE to become a enrolled nurse or a assistant in nursing where it's a certificate. So you can do that to start off with, or then later on go into uni to do your degree if you wanted to.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Awesome. So Jocelyn, what is the difference between being a nurse, registered nurse, or midwife? Like, what are the differences? Is that about qualification or experience?
Yeah, again, it's more about the qualification of how you get into it. So to become an enrolled nurse, you go to TAFE for, I think it's for 2 years or something, and you go and get a certificate. To become a registered nurse, you go to uni to do that you do your bachelor's degree. And to become a registered midwife, you can do your midwifery degree, or you can also do a you do your registered nursing degree and your midwifery degree as well. So it's like you can do your 3-year registered nursing degree and then I think it's an additional year on top of that. And then you can do midwifery as well.
That's right. Okay, sounds very interesting. That's such a process.
Yeah, it's a long process, but it's all worth it at the end of the day.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Like if someone is interested to get into one specific area of being a nurse, like for example, to be in maternity section or to be in aged care section, like does it mean they need to go for some specific qualification as well, or this part is just about their experience? And
yes and no. From my understanding of it, for maternity you do need to be a midwife. You can be a registered nurse or a midwife, but you need to have your midwifery qualification to work in maternity. So that's a separate thing in itself. But for aged care, I think it can be experience and qualification as well. It just depends on the facility.
yeah.
For like an aged care nursing home, I don't necessarily think you need to be a registered nurse to be in there. I think they have like a mix between registered nursing and enrolled nurses or assistant nursings in there. So it's a bit of both.
That's right. Yeah, like a qualification from TAFE or something, and then in the other side.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right. Perfect. Cool. So how about the demand of this job in Australia? How do you see the future of this career?
I think there is a high demand of nursing roles. As a nurse in a hospital, we always say to ourselves that we need more staff, we need more help. But at the end of the day, it's a bit of a difficult one because we see ourselves as needing more, but I don't know if the government can fund it or not. It's a bit of a catch-22. But ideally, there is a high demand for it. Everyone's always looking for nurses, always.
Really? That's
so it is
good to hear.
Yeah. It's a very rewarding job in itself. It's difficult. It has its ups and its downs like any other job does, but it's good. Yeah. Future-wise, there is so many different opportunities that you can go from nursing itself. You can continue on to management, education, something completely different. There's just so many different pathways once you're in nursing itself.
Yeah.
Like there's just so much. It's just what you want to do.
That's right. You just need to get into the environment and see what you're looking for, where you're going to be at. That's right.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very interesting. But I'm so happy that you are enjoying and you found what you want. Which is so good. Yeah. So how about earning capacity and working hours? How do you define those for this career?
So working hours is a bit of a tough one because you are doing a lot of shift work. So it's a bit hard to manage that in the sense where your work-life balance is a bit of a struggle to manage. But once you get the hang of it, for me, because I'm younger, it's a little bit easier for me. I don't have any I don't have children, I don't have a partner. Like it's easy for me. Yeah, but a lot of my colleagues have obviously a family, partners, extended family to look after. And it is manageable, and most managers are quite understanding and they're happy to, accommodate for certain things. But coming into nursing, I think you need to be a bit open-minded in the sense where you're going to be working long hours. You're not going to be seeing your friends when they're seeing each other. So it's a bit of an adjustment, but you get used to it, and it's definitely worth it. But at the end of the day,
yeah, that's right. So a little bit tough regarding working hours, but then you need to find out what works in your own kind of situation.
You find a balance after a while, or doing it for a little bit, or like the first few months once you're into it, it's always a big adjustment. But once you're in it for a little bit, you find a balance and how to work things according to yourself and your family.
Yeah, sounds great. Thank you. How about earning capacity? Like, how do you see the range of salary for this kind of career? Highest, what is the lowest?
Again, I think it's based on experience, because obviously when you're first starting out, you're getting the minimum, not minimum so to speak, but like the lowest of the ladder. And then as the years go on, you get like a little bit extra in here and there. And then if you're adding more qualifications to it, there's all that little extra things at the end of the day. But it's a good, for the hard work that you do, it's worth it. Like you get paid well.
Well, I bet.
Yeah. Like sometimes you think we should be getting paid more for the things that we do, but it's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much for sharing all your information, Jocelyn. Thank you. Is there any tip or advice at the end that you're going to add for those who graduated from university and they want to be a nurse or registered nurse in the future, or those who immigrated to Australia and they already been nurse in their own country and now they want to find a job here? Like, what is your tip or advice for them?
I think my biggest thing is be open-minded and about going into it. If you're fresh out of uni or, you've done it before, just be open-minded. It's a different sort of scene from what you've been nursing back home from where you've come from, or it's fresh to you. It's different. So be open-minded to it. But for people that are immigrating across to Australia to do nursing, I'm not sure of the processes personally.
Yeah.
I've had colleagues or friends from uni that have gone through it, and they've had a bit of a difficult time getting to it. But don't be disheartened by it. It will be a little bit of a struggle, but you will get there. A little bit of a time. Sorry, it'll take a little bit of a time to get there, but you will get there, and it will all be worth it at the end.
That's exactly right. That's what all us, like as immigrants, we experienced it. Like it's so hard to get the first one, but then when you get in, it's gonna be easy. You learn what to do.
It's gonna be a little bit of a struggle, but you know, support yourself. Have friends that will support you through it, and it'll be fine.
Is there any specific skill that you recommend them to be focused on to help them to just win the interview and get the first job?
Not necessarily. I think it comes down to individuality and just your experience through it, I guess. Just, you know, take it in. Like a lot of us, when we're at uni, you do placements and stuff of working in a hospital. So if you are on a placement, just to make most of that placement, gain everything that you can, ask all the nurses as many questions as you want. You know, that's the best way of gaining more experience and more confidence is when you're in that particular environment, you're doing it, you're hands-on, is when you're going to feel more comfortable and eventually get better at it.
That's exactly right. Yep, that makes sense. Awesome. Thank you very much, Jocelyn. That was very helpful, and thanks for sharing your information with us.
You're most welcome.
Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed watching the conversation. Please give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you want me to produce more video like this for you. Thank you.